All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to day 8 of our digital economy series, right? Day 8. Can you believe it? From day 1, day 2, day 3, and today is day 8. Today is day 8 in this series. Welcome again. It is Sunday night school. It's a school, so there's no rushing, right? Get a pen, get a paper, and make sure that you can take some notes down. Make sure that you can write something. So get a paper, get a pen, so that you can write something. Because that is a goal over here. Our goal is to be able to evolve, to become superior, if you like, better versions of ourselves every day. So we are learning. We are constantly learning. We are learning every day. We are learning every day. So, guys, go ahead and get your paper, get something that you can write with. All right. So, welcome to today's edition. Today, we're going to be talking about the creative economy. We're going to be talking about the creative economy. This creative economy is massive, guys. It is massive, just like all the previous sessions. And guys, if you're watching me for the first time here, the motto is that we don't want to be greedy. We want to be able to share. So go ahead, whether you're watching me from YouTube or watching me from Facebook, wherever you're watching me from, please go ahead, invite somebody, share this broadcast with somebody. Please go ahead. I'm going to give you a minute and I'm going to share this myself. I'm taking some few seconds here to share this myself to my contact. So please go ahead. Make sure that your family groups, your church groups, your school year groups, and whatever groups that you have or you belongs to. Please make sure that everybody, a lot has happened over the years, past decades, right? And we don't want to be naive. We don't want to be ignorant. We don't want to the people that are showing up to the party late, right? There's a lot going on. Technology is evolving, it's changing the landscape for a lot of industries. So don't sit down there and then don't just watch, sit on the fence and just watch. There's a lot of things changing. Even it might even impact what you do as well, and it might impact a brother, it might even impact a sister. So please go ahead. Let us all go ahead. Share this broadcast to somebody. Let this broadcast be a blessing to somebody so that they know what is happening, so they can get themselves ready. They can get themselves, abreast. They can start learning what can transform whatever space that they occupy today, right? We don't want them to show up to the party late. Like I keep saying, we don't want them to show up to the party late. So please go ahead and share this broadcast to your family, friends, everybody. All right. Today we're discussing the creative economy, and this is the first time watching. Please, this is day 8, so obviously you know that day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. We've talked about so many things, guys. So many things, from gig economy to sharing economy to knowledge economy to the themes that will impact the digital economy space, etc. So many things, guys. So many. So go back to day 7, forward, share day 7, forward and share day 6, forward and share day 5, and all the other series that are in there. Please go ahead and do that. And thank you for doing that for me. I love to see people evolve. I love to see people transform. So please go ahead and do that for me. So welcome to today's session. Today we're talking about the creative economy. See, the creative economy is an exciting and rapidly growing sector that spans industries such as the arts industry, music, film, design, fashion, and digital content. Right? It's the creative economy. It harnesses the creativity and intellectual property to drive economic growth and innovation. Today we will break down what the creative economy is, its global impact, and how you, like I always say, how we can participate in this, how we can create, something for ourselves. You remember first day 1 video, day 2 video, we kept talking about, creating our own micro economy so that it doesn't matter what the economy is doing. For me personally, right now, as I sit here and as I'm talking to you, it doesn't matter. Whoever is in power, I don't care. If you're not, I'm in America and it's Democrats in power or Republicans in power, I don't care. If it's Ghana, it's NPP or NDC, whatever party you have going on in your own jurisdiction, whether in Nigeria, whether in Singapore, whether in India, whatever, it doesn't matter. We got to be able to position ourselves such that it doesn't matter who is in power, who is in charge, but we will still thrive. We'll create our own personal what micro economy, so that it doesn't matter what the macro is doing, our own microeconomy will be doing well because we've learned, right? We've learned, we've got ourselves ready. So let's start with a simple definition of what the creative economy is, right? So, like we've been using this toy example, our kid example. But imagine you draw pictures, right? Imagine you draw pictures, you make music, or you write stories. Instead of creating this just for fun, you can sell your work, or people can pay to see your performances, right? Or use your ideas. The creative economy is about turning your artistic talent, your skills, and ideas into something that earns you money. Very simple. Very simple. So instead of just doing something things for fun and for people, your family, everybody say, hey, you are doing well with your painting, your artistic work, whatever. No, this time around, you can sell your work. People can come in and check out your performance, how you doing things. And they can use your idea, they can use your work, etc., etc. And then you in turn make money from that. So, for example, a child who loves to draw, right? A child who loves drawing can create digital artwork and sell it online. Or a teenager who enjoys making videos can start a YouTube channel and earn money through ads. The key is that creativity becomes the source of what income, and technology helps to spread that creativity globally. So it doesn't matter your industry, whether number one, maybe you're into visual arts, right? If it's visual arts, digital art, photography, and graphic design, right? Let's start with visual arts. If you're into digital illustration, photography, or graphic design, there are tons of ways to turn your passion into profit, right? The key word here, turning your passion into what? Profit. Turning your passion into profit. Guys, this is very important. Turning your passion into profit. You can sell your artwork on Etsy, right? Etsy, 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 or Redbubble, Redbubble, or showcase your portfolio on Instagram and Behance to attract clients. I look out for people all the time to do work for me. My brother recently, launched a book, and guys, the book is on the Amazon. It's on the bookstore. Parallels and lesson from nails. If you go to Amazon right now and you Google, parallels, and then you also search for lessons on nails, you will find Charles Kankamboatin's book out there. And his recent version of lessons on nail, which is for children, right? There are a lot of illustration work in there. It costs him a lot of money. He doesn't know how to do it. So what was he going to do? He hired talented people, gifted people. How did he find out? It's people who have done the same thing like I'm talking about, right? Digital illustration or illustration for his book. Guys, you have to turn your passion into profit. Who knows? I might be the next person looking for you for maybe my book as well, or for his next book, right? So you can sell your artwork. You can sell your artwork. There are platforms all over the place that you can sell your artwork, right? So maybe you're a photographer in a small town, in a village, in a deprived community. Guys, don't just think that you're in a village, you're in a remote area, nobody sees you, nobody cares about you. No, we are looking for you everywhere. No problem. Whatever you find yourself, you can still sell stock photos online to customers around the world. And you are a digital, or if you're a digital artist, right? You can take commissions from clients everywhere or anywhere, right? Projects that I've done in the past where I needed stock images, stock photos, right? From Ghana, Nigeria, etc. And of course, I cannot travel to Nigeria. I cannot travel to Rwanda. I cannot travel to these places. So what do? I went up to Shutterstock, right? As an example, that's one place as well where I bought images, I bought stock images of these places that I wanted in my project, right? I paid almost excess of $300 to $400 for these stock images, right, for my project. So what does that tell you? That tells that if you're a photographer, don't just be going to church and hanging photograph the device around your neck, the camera, digital camera around your neck. Begin to capture movement, capture things on the street. There are places that you can bring all these images to, and then you get commission, you get paid for these images. on the street of Accra, on the street of whatever. This is a typical church, how it looks like. Take pictures, a farm, road, tar road, on tar road, whatever. Everything that you see around is money, guys. Everything you see around is money. So whether you're in photography, guys, start doing this. Start doing this. No problem. You know, take these pictures and then put them, sell the stock photos, right, online. If you're into music production and audio content creation, right? See, music and audio, musicians, composers, and even podcasters can reach global audiences, through platforms like Spotify, SoundCloud, even Patreon, where fans can support your work directly. So if you're a musician, you can release your music digitally, offer custom tracks to clients on Fiverr, and I've hired people like that as well. Podcasters, you can monetize through ads or even listener support on Patreon, right? A lot of people get support from Patreon, right, for their work. You don't need a fancy studio. Many creators start with just a microphone and a computer. If I'm going to tell you where I'm sitting right now, I'm far away from home, but anywhere in my hotel room, that's where I'm reaching you from. Anywhere. Start with whatever you have and keep going. Don't just sit down and wait that you're going to get a fancy studio with lights and everywhere looking good before you can get started. No, the world is not looking for people like that. Get going, and as you keep going and as you keep moving, you get improved, right? That is the most important thing. So whether you're into content creation or influencer marketing, right? You see, creative economy has made it possible for everyone to become a content creator. From YouTubers and Instagram influencers to bloggers, you can earn income through ads, sponsorship, and affiliate marketing by building an audience, right? So maybe you are passionate about cooking or fitness. Start sharing recipes or workouts on YouTube and Instagram. As you grow your audience, brands will want to collaborate and you will earn through ads and sponsorships, right? Guys, this is very simple. Whether you are in craft, handmade goods, right? So artisanal and small scale production. For all the crafters and makers out there, the creative industry has opened up opportunities to sell handmade items. People are looking for handcrafted items, handmade items. Platforms like Etsy or Spotify make it easy to reach customers worldwide who loves unique and what handmade goods. People are looking for goods like that. They don't want mass production, machine cut, all this, product out there. They want handcrafted goods, especially with the textiles and other, industries like that. People that can work with their fingers, work with their hands, right? So if you make jewelry, right, candles or custom clothing, you can list them on Etsy and sell directly to customers all over the world. This is why I said that we are not waiting for our government to make us better or to change our drive, to change the fortunes of our lives for us. No, 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 no. We are positioning ourselves so that regardless of whoever is in power, we're still going to thrive. People are looking for unique, one-of-a-kind items. So there is a big demand for what? Handmade, handcrafted goods, right? If you are into film and video production, filmmakers and videographers, this one is for you. With platforms like YouTube and TikTok, you don't need a huge budget to get started. You can create short films, tutorials, or even daily vlogs to reach global audience. Guys, we are moving at a top speed. We are moving at a top speed over here. We are moving at top speed. Create it, start, doing something. Even if you are just filming on your phone, you can start creating content. Filmmakers can also sell stock footage, right? If you're a person who can take videos, take it as well. I've bought, like I'm saying, I've worked on projects and I bought this thing, sort of $500, $300 for what I was working on, right? Filmmakers can sell stock footage and take on freelance editing projects for extra income. The demand for video content is huge, guys. Now, if you're into writing, and publishing, like books, blogs, and online publications. Writing is one of the easiest ways to get started in the creative economy, right? It's one of the easiest ways, from self-publishing books on Amazon to starting a blog. There are plenty of ways for writers to earn money, right? So if you love storytelling, don't just tell stories to your kids and then nothing, you don't earn anything. Begin to tell it to the world. There are platforms for you to find expression. Tell the world your story, right? There are kids who will be willing to listen, not just your kids at home. Your kids at home is great, but that doesn't make you money. telling telling your kids at home stories, it's great, but that does not make you money. Find a way to tell the world, tell the other kids, stories, and they are the valuable, stories that will be part of their life, forever. Write an ebook, self-publish it on Kindle, right? Or start a blog where you can monetize through ads and affiliate marketing. The internet, as we see today, it has made it possible for writers to reach readers everywhere as well, right? If you're into fashion design or sustainable clothing, right? If you're into fashion, you can design and sell custom, or applied, clothing from anywhere. Platforms like, Depop, Poshmark, and even Instagram are perfect for sharing unique styles and eco-friendly fashion, right? Start with upclink, old clothes, all right, or designing small line of custom pieces. Use social media to showcase your designs. Sell directly through online stores. Sustainable fashion is a growing market as well. One day we'll talk about it. you know if you're into game design and animation, right, for my game designers and people in animation, for all the gamers, please gather here. Come here, come here, come here, come and listen. The creative economy has a place for you too, for you guys. If you're into gaming, right, game design and animation, whether you are designing indie games, or animating characters, there's a demand for creative talent in gaming and what media. Use tools like Unity, for people who knows that they know it, Unity, Blender, etc., to create and sell your own games or animations. Platforms like Steam or even mobile app stores allow indie developers to publish games worldwide. And people, there are in-app advertising ads that people pay for. People pay for these ads, this apps, these games apps. People are making a lot of money in this space, making it accessible to anyone interested in game design. If you're into education and online courses, do you have skill or knowledge to share? Education is the creative economy. Education in the creative economy is huge. It's huge, guys. It's enormous. It's huge. You can create online courses on platforms like Skillshare, Udemy. I talked about this, in our gig session, in our gig economy about 2, 3 weeks ago. Skillshare, Udemy, and even start an educational YouTube channel, right? So if you're a graphic designer, teach a course on Photoshop, right? I'll be interested in me learning myself. If you're a graphic designer, teach a course on Photoshop. I'll be your first student. If you are a musician, offer lessons on music theory, right? People around the world are willing to pay to learn from experts like yourself. You don't think that you are an expert, but you are an expert. People like myself will be willing to come to you and then learn from experts like yourself, like you. Digital marketing and branding services, guys, you guys are not left out. You guys are not left out. Digital marketing is in demand field where creativity and strategy meet. From social media management to branding design, digital marketers help businesses grow their online presence, right? Learn basic digital marketing skills, and you can work with clients remotely from anywhere in the world. From platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, they make it easy to find freelance clients in any of the marketing of marketing expertise, right? This is, guys, I cannot overemphasize on this. So as you can see, the creative economy has opportunities for everyone, especially people in the creative space, right? So whether you're into art, music, video writing, and even marketing, you know then the best part, like I said, you don't even need to live in a big city or have a huge budget to be able to start on this. With the internet and some creativity, you can reach the global audience from anywhere. But let's look at the creative economy history here. Creativity has been around since ancient times. Since ancient times, humans have always found ways to express themselves through arts, through music, through theater, and storytelling. In ancient cities, artists were often highly valued. I'm giving you history to this. Artists were highly valued, although creative work wasn't seen as an economic force just yet, right? Just yet. Think of ancient Greek, Greece, and beautiful sculptures. If you have traveled to Rome and you go and see all these sculptures and all these, vacation destinations, you will see what I'm talking about. Or China's, intricate pottery. These works were part of a cultural heritage, but weren't just considered part of what the creative economy. Fast forward to the Renaissance, right? When things started to change, artists and creators were beginning to make a living through what their work, thanks to wealthy what patrons who funded painters, musicians, and writers. Creativity was becoming more closely linked to economic support. Famous artists like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci were commissioned by the church. Can you believe it? By the church and wealthy families. This era saw, creativity blend with commerce for the first time. Commerce for the first time. Then came the Industrial Revolution, bringing it with new opportunities for creative work to reach larger audiences. Mass production made books, music, and eventually film more accessible. For the first time, creative work was being produced on a large scale with inventions like the printing press, and later film camera. Creative products like books, newspapers, and movie reach people like never before, right? In history, like never before. This was the start of creative industries becoming what? Big business. And in the 20th century, in the 20th century, the creative economy really took off. Hollywood, advertising, television, music became billion-dollar industries. Creativity was now a powerful economic driver, right? Shaping popular culture and generating massive revenue. Hollywood became a cultural powerhouse. We all know Hollywood is a cultural powerhouse, right? And advertising agencies use creative work to shape public opinion and consumer habit. That's what they do in advertising. I'm telling you, when they look into all this, consumer, all this consumer behavior, etc. They're influenced by advertising, right? TV and radio brought entertainment into people's homes, cementing creative industries as a major part of the economy. The late 20th century saw another huge shift with the rise of the internet and digital technology. Suddenly, anyone with a computer could create and share their work online, guys. This digital revolution democratized creativity, allowing creators to reach a global audience from their homes. Platforms like YouTube and later social media empowered creators from all backgrounds to make content. From videos and blogs to digital arts and music, this new era made creativity accessible to everyone. In 2001, the term creative economy was coined, right? So 2001 is when the term creative economy was kind of coined in a report by a British government. This was the first time creativity was what officially recognized as what a driver of what economic growth. The report highlighted industries like film, design, and media as key contributors to what the economy. The UK recognized that creative industries not only enrich culture, but also generated substantial revenue and jobs. They were beginning to see the government were beginning to look into this. Industries, reports, etc., were popping up everywhere, right? This sparked a global awareness of creativity's, economic potential, right? Today, the creative economy is a massive force, guys. It's a massive force encompassing everything from film, music, and fashion to digital content creation and app development, guys, everywhere. With the rise of social media, like we all know right now, platforms like TikTok, Netflix, and Spotify, creative work has become more important than ever. Now, individuals can monetize their creativity through platforms like Patreon, where fans can support directly, they can support artists, right? Direct artists. And Etsy, where creators, sell handmade goods. Streaming services and social media influencers have made creativity a viable career for millions right now. The creative economy does not just create jobs; it promotes what cultural diversity. You know, cultural diversity empowers community and drives innovation. We'll talk about the benefits, of this, very very soon. But guys, as you can see, a lot has changed. Look into the future. As we started learning how creative industry has journeyed along, in history. Look at the future. The creative economy will likely continue to grow, especially with new technologies like virtual realities. I even have an idea somewhere. I know I've an idea somewhere. And guys, let me tell you, anytime anything something comes to your mind, you should have a smart notebook or a notepad somewhere with you all the time where you keep writing. You keep writing. Whatever comes to your mind, keep writing. It might not make sense to you immediately, but give it time. Give it time. Whatever comes to your mind, begin to write it. But technologies like virtual reality, AI, and blockchain, these innovations are opening new doors for creators, allowing even more ways to connect and create. With VR, creators can build immersive, experiences, and blockchain technologies are going to allow artists to monetize their work in completely new ways through NFTs. The possibilities are endless, guys. They are endless. Let's look at the global perspective. Focus on emerging market like I always do. Let's look at the creative economy from the global perspective, particularly in emerging markets like in regions like Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. Creative economy is booming, guys. Is booming. So if you're in emerging market, you're in Africa, wherever you're watching me from, whether in Burkina Faso, Senegal, if you're watching me from Ghana, you're watching me from Rwanda or Harare, Zimbabwe, when you're watching me from Nigeria, Lagos, everywhere, Kaduna, creative industry is booming in your country. So you just have to open your eyes. Industries such as fashion, music, and film are helping countries diversify their economies, right? And offer young people new opportunities for employment and entrepreneurship. For instance, Nollywood from Nigeria, right? Nigeria's film industry is called Nollywood. The Indian's film industry is called Bollywood. American film industry is called Nollywood and Hollywood. I believe they all got inspired with these names. Something that ends with wood, right? So Burkina and all these places start, coming up with something that ends with wood. But Nigeria's film industry is now the second largest, right, in the world, contributing billions to the country's economy. In Indonesia, creative, industries like digital art and gaming are rapidly expanding, right? Giving young entrepreneurs a platform to reach global audiences. The creative industry is not only a source of income, but also a way to share culture and stories with the world. And, I always say it is one way of escaping poverty, guys. It is one way. In advanced countries, creative economies has provided, many people with a way to escape poverty, with a way to escape poverty and improve their livelihood. For instance, platforms like YouTube, Spotify, and Etsy have allowed creators, whether musicians, artisans, and designers, to reach global markets and make a living from their what? From their art. In the US, artists can sell their work on Etsy. You keep hearing me say Etsy, guys. Keep selling their work on Etsy, gaining access to a worldwide audience without needing a physical store. That's where the world is going. Similarly, independent musicians can upload their music to Spotify, where they can reach millions of listeners as well, right? What has helped these creators succeed? Access to technology, online platforms, and digital marketing skills have been a key in allowing creative professionals to turn their passion into profit careers, right? Is it government influence? It is public sector driven. The creative economy is driven by both private and public sectors, right? In the private sector, platforms like Instagram, Patreon, Etsy, Netflix allow creators to reach audience and monetize their work. So, guys, you got to start monetizing your work. These companies, provide the tools for artists, designers, filmmakers, and other creative, to connect with consumers directly. On the public side, many governments support creative economy through cultural, funding, grants, and policy initiatives, right? For example, in the UK, I'm currently in London as I'm doing this video. The UK government has invested heavily in its creative industry, right? While South Korea has successfully promoted its K-pop. It's called K-pop and K-drama. It's, Korea pop, Korea drama industries worldwide, generating billions billions in exports, right? Billions in export. The collaboration between public and private sector help the creative economy, grow and become more accessible to everyone. Are there compliance? Yes, compliance in the creative economy largely revolves around intellectual property, like just like you guys will maybe think or imagine. IP, right? Intellectual property, you know, intellectual property rights and copyright laws. Protecting your creative work is crucial to ensuring you earn from your ideas and effort. Of course, if you've done something, you want to make sure that you protect it so that you can earn money from this, so that even it can become a legacy, something that your children can inherit. They can, after you, they can earn even after you are long gone, right? So you need to protect it. That's why intellectual property rights and copyright laws, it's really enforced and it's critical in the creative economy space. So this is very important, right? So whether you are creating music, art, film, digital content, you must understand how to secure your copyrights and trademark. So if you're going to get into the creative economy, you must know how to protect, how to secure, how to make sure that how does copyright and trademarks law work, right? In many countries, organizations like ASCAP, ASCAP, and PRS for music help musicians collect royalties for their work. Similarly, the visual art artists use platforms like Creative Commons to protect their work from unauthorized use. Understanding these laws and how they differ across countries is important, guys. It's very important for you guys. Very important to ensure that creators, are paid fairly for their contribution. This is very important. Um, Creative economy is huge. The US, as always, in most of all the economies that we have been sharing for the past couple of weeks in this series, the digital economy series, the US leads in creative economy as well, with industries like film, music, and digital content generating over 900 billion annually. Guys, this is something that I wish emerging markets, their presidents will be listening to this, right? Because a lot of times they shelve some of the industries under the carpet and they don't think they are even important. The creative industry is very important, right? The US leads $900 billion annually every year. Ghana's economy is about 70 or 72 billion. Can you imagine what creative industry can add to this? Nigeria's economy is around 200 or 300 billion dollars or something like that. Can you imagine if attention is given to creative industry, what that can add, to that, GDP? South Africa, everywhere, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, everywhere. We all need to pay attention to this creative industry. We all need to participate as well. Europe, the European Union's creative economy contributes about 600 billion to the region's GDP. In Europe, GDP, it has 600 billion, right? With strong fashion, design, and cultural industries that are in there. In Asia, South Korea, China, and Japan are major players when it comes to the creative economy, particularly around in film, fashion, and digital content. South Korea's K-pop industry allows alone generates $10 billion annually. Listen, 10 B, a big B, $10 billion annually. Africa, Nigeria's Nollywood film industry and its vibrant music scene are making waves globally, contributing billions to local economy. It's coming up, you know. Afro Afro music, I know all these artists in Nigeria, other places, they're making waves around the world. But you know, we need to find a way so that it makes sense, it is relevant, even in our economy. We can see some numbers, right, that are in there. But it's like the artists are doing well individually, which is great. But we want this even to move a step further and even touching on the nation's, whole GDP, right? Latin America, Brazil's creative economy, especially in music and visual art, is rapidly growing as well, driven by young population and digital platforms, right? They're all using this as well. The global creative economy is estimated to be around $2.2 trillion dollars and employs millions worldwide. The market size and future potential, guys, is huge. Is huge. The creative economy is projected to grow exponentially in the coming year, right? Driven by advances, as we see in technology and increasing access to global audiences, right? By 2030, guys, we might all turn out to be comedians, right? By 2030, the creative economy could be worth over $4 trillion. $4 trillion. with digital content creation, gaming, fashion, and film being key drivers. In particular, the rise of metaverse and virtual reality technologies will open up new opportunities for creators to design virtual spaces, right? Creative Create digital fashion and offer immersive entertainment experience. The future of the creative economy is filled with potential for those who are ready to embrace new technologies and think creatively as well. What are the resources that are needed, guys? What are the resources that are needed for you to be able to participate in the creative economy globally? What are the resources that are needed? First things first, I think technology. To participate in the creative economy, access to a computer, smartphone, and the internet is essential. It's essential. These tools are your gateway to creating, editing, and sharing your work with the world, right? So um, what do you need? A computer. Invest in a reliable computer, guys. Invest in a reliable computer, right? If you like computer that can handle your creative software like Adobe, Creative Suite, for design or for editing software for video. If you're on a budget, look for refurbished, options, or consider starting with basic laptop that meets, the minimum requirement for your work. That's it. Smartphone. A good smartphone can be incredibly, powerful for photographers, videographers, and social media managers. Many high-end phones have excellent camera that allows you to shoot, edit, and post content on the go, guys. I know a lot of people are using their cell phone to do amazing things right now. So take advantage. And of course, internet connection. A strong internet connection is crucial as well, especially for uploading and sharing large files, right? You're going to need strong connection, internet connection for that. Live streaming, or collaborating online. If you are in an area with unreliable Wi-Fi, consider investing in mobile hotspot, right? Consider investing in mobile hotspot. Consider investing in mobile hotspot, guys. You need to consider investing in mobile hotspot. Something else. Next, let's talk about creative skills. What do you need to participate in this economy? The resources needed. So creative skills is also needed, right? Whether it's graphic design, music production, filmmaking, or digital art, developing your craft is key to standing out in the creative economy, right? So start self improvement. Dedicate time each week to practice your skill, whether it's by working on a personal project or exploring new technique. Do it. Online courses, whether you're going to take an online course, do it. Platforms like Skillshare, Udemy, or Masterclass offer, affordable courses in everything from music production to visual art. Enroll in a course, guys. Enroll in a course that's specific. That is specific to your field to gain practical or hands-on knowledge, right? Hands-on knowledge. Number three is experiment and find your style. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try out different styles, tools, and techniques to develop your unique skill. People are drawn to authenticity. So let your personality show in your work, right? Next, um, the resources that are needed. I think understanding digital platforms is also key. Knowing where to post and sell your work helps you reach the right audience and build a customer base, right? So platforms, if you are YouTube is for video creators. If you're a filmmaker, vlogger, musician, YouTube is your best friend. Start by creating consistent posting schedule and engaging with your audience in the comment, right? Etsy is for artisans and crafters, right? If you create physical product like handmade craft, jewelry, arts, prints, Etsy is a fantastic platform. Optimize your listening with clear photos, right? Detailed descriptions and keywords that attract buyers. This is very important if you're putting something on Etsy or any of these platforms, right? Instagram is for visual artists. Instagram is ideal for visual what artists, photographers, and designers. Use stories, use reels, and then the IGTV to diversify your content and reach new followers, right? Interact with audience through comment and DMs to build relationship. Behance for designers and illustrators, right? Behance is a great place. If you are a designer, you're an illustrator, you want to go into any of these places, Behance is for you. Behance is a portfolio platform where designers, illustrators, and digital artists can showcase their work. If I'm looking for people right now, that's the first place that I go, right? I'm working on a project and I was looking for some UI UX designer for this project. I just went to Behance looking for different people who have done something similar, closely aligned with what I'm looking for, and then I hired them, right? So it's a great place to find inspiration and network with other creators or creatives in your field, right? Lastly, I think financial literacy is key as resources needed to participate or to thrive in this creative economy. Um, knowing how to price your work, managing finances, and how you're going to handle taxes is crucial for sustaining a creative career, right? Knowing how to what price your work, manage finances, and handle taxes is crucial for sustaining what a creative career. I talk about this, I think, in the gig or sharing economy or something. Look at how other people are pricing their work, right? A good way or a starting point where you can start from is look at how others like yourself, people with the same skill set like yourself, look at how they are pricing your work. And that's it. Start from there. Or you can even discount yours lower because maybe they are really up there. Maybe you are just starting, right? So it's up to you. Look at how others are doing it. So research, the going rates for your work type, right? Or for your type of work. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork can give you an idea what others are charging, right? Consider the time and the resources you invest when setting prices. Don't undervalue yourself. It's very important, guys. Don't undervalue yourself. And then use tools like QuickBooks or Wave to track your income, expenses, etc. Right? Don't just be doing it, then just be eating whatever that is coming in. Yeah, but use books to track your income, track your expenses, set aside a portion of your earnings for taxes, and what reinvest some into your business as well, like buying new equipment or funding online ads. Right? It's very important as you move ahead, as you begin to get gigs here and there, as people begin to give you jobs, etc. That's how you need to be able to what split the income that is coming in. Don't just eat everything, right? You must set aside some money to reinvest into your business, buy equipment that can even help you to produce good work out there. Understand taxes and royalties, right? If you're earning from platforms like YouTube or selling product, guys, you need to report income, especially if you're in America, right? You may need to have to report your income. So consult a tax professional. If you're in the US, please get a tax help, get an accountant, whatever, professional if needed. Make sure that you are aware of any royalties and licensing fees if you are working with brands or licensing your art, right? Very important. Very, very, very important, guys. Obviously, access to technology in many emerging markets, lack of affordable technology or internet access can limit your participation. So, that's why you need to look at it as I talk about it. These are the barriers to entry, funding and investment, right? Creatives often struggle with securing funding to produce their work or scale up their business. This can be also another challenge as well. And then another barrier to entry could be, lack of intellectual property protection in some countries, right? There are weak copyright laws. There are weak copyright laws, and weak copyright laws essentially make it harder for creatives to protect their work from piracy and exploitation. I know I travel to Ghana a lot, and anytime in Ghana, I hear all these artists crying. They have their arms in the air. They're always crying. They don't earn anything. Royalties coming is almost like nothing. It doesn't make sense, right? So we got to find a way. We got to find a way. The opportunities for new entrants, in the creative economy. You see, newcomers have plenty of opportunities in the creative economy. With platforms like Etsy, YouTube, Spotify, anyone with creative skill can reach a global audience, whether it is selling handcrafted goods, producing digital arts, or making music. The digital landscape allows people from any corner of the world to monetize their creativity. For example, independent filmmakers can now produce and distribute their content via YouTube, Vimeo, without needing to go through traditional movie studio. Similarly, artists can sell, digital arts such as, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, uh, opening new revenue streams for them, right? Obviously, there are challenges, right? So then as you talk about this, you're getting excited, you get don't get excited yet. Let me also tell about the challenges as well, right? Don't get excited yet. Let me also share the challenges in this industry as well, right? The challenges. There are challenges in there. Income instability is one, right? Many creative professionals experience irregular creative income stream as their earnings are often project based. As you know, because people hire you on project to project, from one project to a project, but essentially when you become good, you begin to have a lot of, there's going to be a lot of demand for your work. But from the starting, right, if you're starting out, it might not be regular income. It might come in this month, somebody might hire you, the other month someone might hire you, somebody might not hire you for the subsequent month. But essentially things will pick up, right? You begin to get speed, with what you're doing. Competition, the global nature of creative industry means that competition is fierce, right? And standing out requires not just talent, but strategic marketing and branding, right? There's competition out there, guys. There are competition out there. And so you need to if you need to sit down, learn, do a good work, right? So that you will stand out. If your work is not good, it's not excellent, not professional, whatever, people will not be coming back, right? Do a good work. The competition is out there. And then another challenge in there is piracy and IP theft, right? Of course, anything that you put out today, people will try to do the same thing, right? They'll try to do the same thing, you know, piracy and IP theft, right? Creators in many parts of the world face, the threat of piracy, which can undermine their ability to earn from their work, your legitimate work, their sweat and blood, right? People will pirate it right now and put it out there you know, as their work. So as you put in your creative stuff out there, be aware of that. You got to be resilient, in this field. The world will not give you what you like. You have to fight for it. You have to work for it. You face many challenges, but bouncing back from setbacks is key, right? You don't just get into creative economy and say, everything is going to be smooth. It's going to be a smooth ride. Yeah, you got to be resilient. You need to have resilience, right? you know Creativity is important. This is the foundation, but it's also about thinking creatively in terms of business models and how to reach your audience. Adaptability, you got to be able to adapt as well, right? And then networking, building a community and relationship with other creatives and potential clients will open doors for collaborations and opportunities, for you everywhere. How do you participate in the creative economy, right? Here's a step by step. I'm going to talk about a few things, and then I think that will help you, in how you can participate in the creative economy, especially if you are in this space that we've called out, we've mentioned, right? So first things first, you need to identify your creative talent. Identify your talent. Are you an artist? Are you a writer? Are you a musician? Are you a designer? Or maybe a combination of a few. Think about what makes you unique, right? Think about what makes you unique, guys. Think about what makes you unique and what you enjoy creating most, right? Maybe if you love painting or creating digital art, or perhaps if you have a knack for writing stories or composing music, whatever it is, identifying your creative strength is the first step, right? First step, you need to identify your talent. You need to identify your creative talent. Number two, develop your skill. Once you know your talent, it is time to develop it. You know, Ideas, talent, gift, whatever, they come in their own, raw form. This is something very funny, but let me bring this in. I think somebody will laugh here, guys. And guys, if you have not shared it, please go ahead. Go ahead before I talk about this story. Go ahead and share this broadcast. Go ahead and share. Let me see in the comment section saying, "Anna, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go." Let's go. Um, um, Ideas, talents, they come in their raw form, but we need to hone it. We need to sharpen it, right? And I'll tell you the funny story that I was going to tell you, right? One time, I don't remember exactly where, people were talking about, the music, the choir in our church, right? The choir in our church. And they're saying that, oh, why don't they give, people the ability, the chance to sing, to come up on stage and just hold the microphone from first day, whatever, and then start singing. I said, no, we cannot be doing that, right? You, yes, you are talented. You believe in yourself. You have confidence. Great. We love it, right? And I think I was giving a piece of advice or a word to them, or somebody had a question in a Q&A or town hall meeting at church or something like that. And they say, why can people join, and why can they allow people to sing and do all that? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. We love talented people. You might even be talented. You are gifted, etc. It's great. Bring your talent on board. But every talent, God-given talent, ability, skills, whatever, they come in their raw form. They come in their raw form. And so it takes time to develop it. It takes time to sharpen it. It takes time for us to hone it, right? To bring it to that level where you can showcase it, you can demonstrate it, you can, let the world know, right? Very important. Very important. So once you know talent, it's time to develop it, right? Find a way to tone it, to make it better. Keep writing, right? Practice on regular basis. Take online courses, watch tutorials, improve your skill. The better you are, the more you will stand out. So if you're into photography, practice different lighting, techniques. Learn photo editing software, right? Take a class on composition. Or if you are a musician, record and listen to yourself play, right? Record. So, me, I can sing, I can sing. All right, your phones, in today's smartphones, they have capability of recording, right? Record yourself and play back. And you yourself, before you let families and friends and other people judge and evaluate and analyze it to critique it, you judge by yourself. Hey, is my voice good or not? Right? So record and listen to yourself play, or even take an online course to polish your skill, right? Number three is choose a platform. Now, choose a platform where you will showcase and sell your work. There are so many options: YouTube for videos, Etsy for handmade craft, Patreon for fan supported content. Pick a platform that fits your style and goal, right? So, if you're a musician, you might start with a YouTube, like I mentioned, YouTube channel to share your songs. If you're an artist, Etsy is it's great for selling prints and handmade, items. And if you want direct support from fans, try Patreon, right? Where people can support you monthly for your work. They believe in you, they believe in what you're doing, and every month they want to contribute, they want to support you, right? Number four is create portfolio, right? You know, the next thing, guys, create a portfolio of your best work. This is what clients and customers will see. So make sure, right, it represents your style and skill level. A portfolio can be a website, right, a social media page, or even a dedicated portfolio platform like Behance, right? So if you're a graphic designer, I want you to create an Instagram page showcasing your skills or your designs, right? Writers might start a blog. If you say you believe yourself, you can write, you know how to write, you think you are gifted when it comes to writing, start a blog or a Medium page where they post their best, post their best articles, right? A great portfolio attracts the right clients and fans. When you have a great portfolio out there, you have the best people. I've hired UI UX before. I've hired people and we tell them, where's your portfolio? Show me your work. And some of them they bring work. Some of them to, uh, they don't have any portfolio. How do I evaluate your work? How do I make a determination of, how good you are if you don't have a portfolio of the work that you've done? So, guys, create a portfolio. Next is build your brand, right? Now it's time to build your brand. Use social media to market your work, your work and connect with your audience. Developing a unique style, logo, color scheme, help people recognize, your brand instantly, right? When you have all these things, they see when they see it, they know it, right? They know it. As soon as they see it, they know, oh, this is him, right? Artists often use Instagram to post regularly and engage with followers, creating a consistent look with your posts, right? That's what people are going to see. Oh, this is him. This is him. Musicians might create a YouTube channel with specific style and theme for their music videos. It's all about making your brand memorable, right? That when they see it, they can recognize it from afar. They know that is you. And the next one is what? Monetize your work, right? Monetize your work. So once you have all the things that I've just mentioned, now once you are the following, it's time to what? Monetize your work. set up a digital payment system like PayPal, Stripe, or any other mobile money, anyone that's applicable to your jurisdiction. If you're watching from Indonesia, watching me um, from Hong Kong, from India, from Rwanda, from Cairo, Egypt, from Accra, Ghana, Kumasi, wherever you are, Lagos, Dakar, so that learn about what works when it comes to receiving payment in your jurisdiction. That's all. Explore multiple revenue streams. You can sell product and from art, offer online classes, or even get sponsorships, right? So if you're a digital artist, sell print, right? Sell print and offer commissions on Etsy. All right. If you're a YouTuber, enable ads and work with brands for sponsorship videos. Writers can sell ebooks, offer freelance services on sites such as Upwork and etc. Other places, right? The creative economy has endless way to make money, right? And then the next one is network and collaborate. Networking is key in the creative economy, guys. Networking is key. We have a session coming that is the collaboration economy. We'll talk about this very well. But networking is key in the creative economy. Connect with other creatives, right? Collaborate on projects, right? Attend events or webinars. Network can open doors to new client partnership and even learning opportunities as well, right? Attend virtual or local events. Join Facebook groups for creatives, right? Google it, search for it, right? Or collaborate with another artist for a joint project. Don't just think about it. I want to do it once. I don't do myself. Listen, let me tell you. And I think I have something coming that we will talk about it. Talent is not enough. Gift is not enough. Hard work is not enough. It's not enough, right? But collaboration, partnership, that is where our world is going. If you're a musician, partner with videographer to make music video, right? And the next thing is what? Keep evolving, expanding. Finally, guys, keep evolving. The creative industry is always changing. So try new styles, expand your offerings, right? And even explore other creative fields. Growth keeps your audience engaged and helps you stay relevant, right? If you're a graphic designer, experiment with animation. If you're a musician, explore new genres of music, right? Evolving and expanding your skills will help keep your audience excited about your journey, right? This is very important. Are there technical skills that and soft skills needed? Yes, depending on your field, depending on your area. This could be video editing, digital art software, web design, music production, depending on your field, right? um, Communication is key when it comes to the soft skills area. Communication is key. Time management is key. You can't promise people that, hey, your work will be ready Monday morning by 6 a.m. and by Monday 12 noon, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. the work is not ready. No, you can't do that, right? That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Self-discipline and crucial for working independently and delivering projects on time. Very important. Revenue models in the creative industry. So number one is direct sales, right? When it comes to revenue models, direct sales, selling physical and digital goods such as art, music, craft directly to consumers via platforms like HD and Redbubble, right? Direct sales, licensing and royalties. So another way that you can, revenue model is licensing your work to others for commercial use, earning royalties from music, books, films, right? Crowdfunding, right? Platforms like Patreon allow fans to support creative through monthly donations in exchange for exclusive content. And then ad revenue on platforms like YouTube and other places. Creators can earn money through ads and sponsorship deals. Guys, all the things I've mentioned, great. You can almost start with nothing, right? One of the beauties about the creative economy is that you can start with almost nothing. If you have access to smartphone, a computer, you can begin creating content and sharing it online, right? For example, many successful YouTubers started by recording videos on their phones, while artists started selling their digital art through free platforms like Instagram and DeviantArt. So DeviantArt, right? They start doing that. We all know how popular and how famous and how good what Maya is right now. There's if you're watching me, you can go online and Google what Maya, a great African YouTuber. showcasing what Africa has to offer to the world, right? But he started way back when he was in school in China, right? And when I was in school in China, he started right from there. Started recording himself. It was like play, it was like joke, it was like comedy, it was like skits, video skits, short videos. And today, see him go around the world, get invited to events and different things, right? That is how you can get started. Start with your phone cameras, right? You don't look for fancy stuff first. Start your phone cameras, right? Start your phone cameras. What are the benefits as we're wrapping up? First up, let's talk about job and economic growth. The creative economy generates a ton of jobs in industries like film, music, design, and digital content. Plus, it significantly contributes to the economy of many countries, right? Making creativity a powerful engine for economic growth. So, in cities like Los Angeles or Seoul, South Korea, creative industries like Hollywood or the K-pop drive billions of dollars. This is why you see when we're talking about, I think day one or day two, we talk about why California's GDP alone is bigger than combined, countries, about 8 countries in Europe, right? Very big. California as a state in America alone, right? Why? California is also home to creative, economy, right? There are a lot of, celebrities and other people in Hollywood. That's where they live, right? Los Angeles, right? So that brings in a lot of what billions of dollars, right? So create opportunities for locals, international talent in there. Next, creative economy is all about what innovation, right? Talk about innovation. Creative industries inspired new ideas, product and solutions that impact everything around from technology to education. It's all about pushing boundaries and encouraging creative thinking. That's, I think, number two build advantage benefit. When you look at this, think about how design thinking has transformed industries, leading to breakthroughs in tech, healthcare, and even social, entrepreneurship. Right. One of the most beautiful aspect of the creative economy is how it promotes cultural diversity and preserve heritage. And I've seen this all over, right? It's a way to keep local traditions alive while sharing them with global health audience. So you might go to a remote area in Ghana, in the Volta region or Ashanti region or somewhere. They're using their hand to craft, to make handmade, a product. It can be a cloth in Ghana because of the kente. They use their hand, they use their legs, they use their feet. They use all these things, right? We are preserving heritage. At the same time, we are sharing them. We are sharing this to the global world, right? Global audience, and we are earning money also from it. We can also earn money, right? So, for instance, through platforms like YouTube and Spotify, artists around the world can share their culture. We can experience the richness of different traditions right from our homes. But as they do that, even as they promote, even as they share, they're also going to be what? Making money from that, right? Next, the creative economy empowers individuals and communities by providing what economic opportunity for people to turn their passion into careers. So we need to transition from passion. I think maybe the next series we're going to be talking about passion economy. Maybe I'm not too sure, but it might be passion economy to careers. From freelancers to small business owners, creativity offers a path to financial independence, right? Financial independence and community support. Whether it's a photographer, an indie game developer, or local craft person, the creative economy gives people what? The freedom to pursue their talent and even helps local communities to thrive, right? Local communities to thrive. Very important, guys. Very important. Um, Next is that creative industries are great for tourism. Can you believe it? For tourism, right? Festivals, art galleries, and cultural events attract tourists, boosting local economies, right? And they can transform underdeveloped areas into vibrant cultural hubs, right? Making cities more exciting places to live and to visit, right? When I travel and I travel around the world, I go to places. There are places like that. Local, we go over there. There are tickets for entrance and the things that you are seeing. They're very nice. You can even buy some of their product. In handmade, crafted goods, etc. You are adding to the local economies. Think about places like Venice. Think about places like, Venice, right? Think about places like Venice. Think about places like Venice. Um, think about places like, Venice, during the biennial or New York's Broadway shows, right? These attractions bring visitors from around the world, supporting local businesses, right? Supporting local businesses. Creativity, um, 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 creativity enhances our lives in so many ways as well, right? Creativity enhances our life in so many ways. Art, music, literature, and film provide joy, right? Provide joy, inspiration, and sometimes even healing. Engaging with creative work can be a great, can be great for what? For mental well-being and personal growth. Imagine how a beautiful painting, a favorite song, or an inspiring book can brighten your day and make you feel connected. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you look at your favorite song, and an inspiring book, and then you get so excited, within you, right? There's that joy, just by seeing it. So, this is very beautiful. You visit some cities, and then you look at the graffitis on some walls and some artwork, etc. It's very beautiful. It gladdens your heart, right? Gladdens your heart. The creative economy is leading the way in digital transformation as well. From streaming media to online courses, creative industries drive demand for new technologies as well, making digital content more accessible. So remote work and freelance opportunities have also boomed thanks to what? Digital platforms offering flexibility and global access to creative work. Guys, this is very important. This is great benefit, in there. Um, Next is what? Many creative industries are also champions of sustainability, from eco-friendly fashion to applied art. Creative sectors are raising awareness and setting trends in sustainable practice. On screen, um, we take a look at you take brands like a Patagonia, right, or designers using recycled materials. They are inspiring other industries to think about the environmental impact of their product, right? Very, very important. Very important. Creative industries help shape the global image of countries and cities. This is one huge benefit. This is one huge benefit. This is one huge benefit, guys. This is one huge benefit. Creative industries help shape the global image of countries and cities, enhancing national branding and cultural influence. I wish people in authority are watching this, and they will hear what I'm saying, right? Or somebody will forward it to them. So please forward this video to every group that you are in, whether it's high school group. Somebody's going to see it, right? It can enhance the image. Creative industry, creative economy. It can enhance, can give our, your country a global image, your cities a global image, right? This soft power can open doors for international, partnerships and diplomacy. Think of Hollywood movies, the K-pop I mentioned, or Scandinavian design. I love Scandinavian designs. These have become symbols that their countries, their countries, and symbols of their countries, and attract people globally. When I look at any design, I'm like, this color combination looks like a Scandinavian. They have these bright colors that they use for different things, right? Very important, you know. And finally, the final benefit when it comes to the creative economy amplifies diverse voices and promotes inclusion, right? This is something that it's so heartwarming, very exciting to see. Creative economy amplifies diverse voices and promotes inclusion. It gives everyone the chance to tell their stories and share their perspectives, breaking down barriers and inspiring change. Platforms like TikTok and YouTube have become outlets, for people of all backgrounds to reach global audience, highlighting stories that might otherwise, go unheard. Today, you hear about new things and you're like, where is it? It's not coming from mainstream media. As a matter of fact, mainstream media is dead, right? Today, with all this technology advancement that's going on, there is um, inclusion. It is amplifying the voices of the little ones, right? So creative economy amplify diverse voices, promoting inclusion everywhere. You don't need fancy things. You don't need big things to be able to participate in the creative economy, guys. You don't need somebody to bring you on the mainstream media. Just with the camera, just with the internet, that's it. You are reaching the world. You are talking to the world. You are talking to the world. So there you have it, guys. This wraps up today's session on creative economy. The world of creativity offers immense opportunities for those willing to put in the effort, adapt to new technologies, and harness their artistic, talent. You know, with platforms available globally, anyone can participate, guys. Anyone, everyone can participate and thrive in the world, in the creative economy, regardless of location or resources. And I keep saying the goal of what we are doing is to be able to create our own personal economy. It's for us to be able to create our own personal economy, so that regardless of how your economy is looking, regardless of how bad things are turning out in your local space, we need to look beyond that. We got to look beyond that. We got to look beyond that. You have talent, you have gift, you have some inborn abilities, but let's work on them. Let's shape them, and let's begin to put it out there. That is going to be our breakthrough, right? Breakthroughs are not going to come from anywhere. It's going to come from you. You create your own breakthroughs. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. Next week, we go on another one. And don't forget that, hey, you need to share. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, I'm going to ask you that please subscribe to this channel. When you do that, it helps other people also to see these videos. So please go ahead and do that for me. Subscribe, like the broadcast as well. And then most importantly, I want you to share. I want eyeballs, multiple thousands, hundreds, to see this video, so that we can all move together. I said this last week or maybe previous week. When all of us we are succeeding, there is less hate, there is less backbiting, there's less envy, and the world becomes a better place. Thank you all for watching, and God willing, I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.